steam that often fades into the Canton clouds.
The steam stacks have always been producing steam. The smell has been there. You smell it and you go, oh, smells like Canton.
A whistle heard across county lines.
Just like an elongated whistle that you know the time. You just know that it's at 12 and 3:30. I live 10 minutes from here on the Buncombe County side, but we can hear it at my house.
All things that make Canton feel like home for Taylor Clark. She grew up watching her dad work at the paper mill, always wondering what was inside.
Because I'm like, oh, it's going to be there forever. I can go when I'm 35, or I can go, you know what, I can go when I'm 40. And unfortunately, I never got to go inside.
As the plant prepares to close, she remembers the moment that changed her family.
I'll pass Merriman Avenue for the rest of my life and remember that as where my dad lost his job versus Merriman Avenue.
This year would have marked 20 years there for Clark's father, a place where his father worked and where he planned to retire.
He had such a great job with great benefits and all of the different things that you work for 20 years to attain. And now he feels as though he's having to start from the bottom. Everybody does.
Not only does it symbolize her heritage, but also her childhood.
When I was younger, my dad worked at servicing gas stations, so he was not home very much, and he changed jobs to the paper mill, so it had afforded him the opportunity to really watch my brother and I grow up.
In her work life, she saw the mill's impact on Canton youth.
Football jerseys at the high school literally say Milltown on the front of them because this town was founded around the paper mill. So I think for everybody, it's just been something that's always been there.
That whistle is no exception.
It blows before home football games. So they blow the whistle in concordance with the home football games. And with the flood that came through, I'm super sad that the seniors this year are not going to get to hear the whistle blow for their last home football game, considering that they haven't got to play on the field in 2 years.
And after this week, it will be missing from her daily routine.
The people that are on Park Street, the street that's right here by the mill, tomorrow the 12 o'clock whistle is going to be emotional. Tomorrow you know that the trains have stopped running and that it's real.
When it blows, it shakes our house, so it kind of gives me a little jolt in the mornings.
A moment the Canton community has not been waiting for.
This has been an icon here.
We were all trying to get prepared for this day, and now it's here.
The paper mill whistle has guided daily routines throughout Canton's present and history. The future is looking different as they say farewell to the familiar sound.
Mixed emotions, because it's something I've known my whole life.
While Jacob Stevenson has goals of becoming an Elvis tribute artist himself, the mill will always remain a part of him through his family.
My great-grandfather worked in the mill, my grandfather worked in the mill.
George Stevens also has family ties to the mill. Not only did his grandfather work there, but his son too.
My son and his fiance's perspective was, Dad, what am I going to do? How am I going to replace money like this? Where am I going to get my insurance?
Betsy Freeman has worked with those insured through the mill for years.
I've been connecting with a lot of families due to the fact that they're losing, a major part of their life, which is insurance.
She's here to support, alongside hundreds hoping to capture what has been a rock in the mill town for over a century.
Yo, hey!
A bold pair of orange earrings, wrapped with love, just like all of the items at Maddie's on Main Street.
Named after my grandmother, my most favorite person in the whole world. Her name was Natty Maddie Moselle McElroy Milner, so we chose Maddie's. Her husband, my granddaddy, worked at the mill.
The mill that Canton is in the process of parting ways with. One of many difficult moments the town has experienced in such a short amount of time. These difficult moments have taken a toll on store owner Tammy Henry.
We have noticed a difference in business since all this has happened. And so I had a moment where I'm thinking, maybe I need a plan B.
The recipient of those orange earrings caught Henry by surprise.
Picked up my phone and the phone rang, and it was the governor's assistant saying he would like to come today to encourage people to support and remember their local businesses.
There's a ripple effect from this plant closing. A lot of small businesses had contracts with the plant. Now the plant's gone. Some of these small businesses, that's was mainly who they served, was this plant. There are other small businesses that support those families and their families, and many of these are downtown Canton. The restaurants, the auto mechanic, the shops here.
Henry's smile grew as she watched Governor Roy Cooper look at the details of each vendor in her store.
To encourage people from Asheville, people from some surrounding counties to, hey, we've got a day, come to Canton and go shopping. Come to Canton and have some lunch.
Wow, that's huge. Thank you. You see us.